Man, almost didn't make it. Whew. I was hanging out with the kids. Apparently, I fell asleep on the couch. But you know what? We're here. One thing that I did not get a chance to do because I fell asleep on the couch is sort the stories in order. So they're in sections, but they are not organized in order. So I apologize ahead of time. It's going to be a little messy. Welcome, everyone. Repost the live. That is right. Thank you very much, Shell, as always, for putting out the word. Guys, it's... I don't know how I made it. Just by sheer luck, I woke up on the couch at 7:25. So, guys, we're going to do this live. It'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, stories are going to be out of order. I apologize in advance. PatriotDad.org. Check out the website. You can check out the website. Show the different ways how you can support me. You can buy me a cup of coffee. You can buy merch. We will be getting merch updated here shortly. Buying me a cup of coffee is the best way to support me. It means the least amount of money going to Google. Just remember, if you are over on YouTube and you want to support me, I appreciate it. Like, if that's what you wish to do, thank you. But do remember that about half of the money that you send is going to go to Google. So if you don't want that, go ahead and buy me a cup of coffee instead. You need to teach the kids how to make you a coffee. Yes, guys, yes. It has been a rough start to the week. Apparently, I didn't get enough sleep. I don't know. We'll see. Check out the Discord. Check out the company website. Check out the company Discord. You can also follow me on X, YouTube, and Rumble. I have been using AI tools to make some clips. Those seem to be doing fairly well right now with the algorithm. So I have a couple of clips from the last couple of episodes that we've done. I'll get a couple more posted tonight as well. So check those out. It'll be fun. I promise. But let's get right into it, guys. We have immigration. We have the immigration story coming out of last week where we have Indians and all kinds of people that are illegal immigrants that have no business driving commercial vehicles. Well, it turns out it's a lot more widespread than we thought. And the libs of TikTok here is pointing out to us, guys, it is the Democrats' fault. Our roads are not safe thanks to Democrats. This is a major issue. No state should be giving illegals driver's licenses. Not to mention driver's licenses, guys, but commercial driver's licenses. Not are that, normally bad enough. You're driving like a 4,000-pound car, bad enough. It was unexpected to see the clip as I was scrolling. Yes, Karen, and I plan on bringing you more of those. So I hope you enjoyed it. It did come from the show. They are AI generated, but it is a way to advertise the show. So I appreciate all of you who watch them. Thank you very much. But guys, these are the states that currently grant illegal immigrants driving privileges. There are far too many. This needs to be illegal. 4 days. That's right. Next, about to pull $160 million from California, guys, as well as pull more money. We also have the option of pulling their ability to issue CDLs. Let's check it out.
Gavin Newsom has thumbed his nose at us. He's refused to comply with the rules that have come from DOT, which is stop issuing these licenses, number one.
Yes. Stop issuing CDLs to illegal aliens.
And number two, go back and review all the licenses that you have issued and make sure it's been done legally.
Most of them haven't.
Gavin Newsom has said no. So, one, I'm about to pull $160 million from California.
Yes.
And as we pull more money, we also have the option of pulling California's ability to issue commercial driver's licenses. Gavin Newsom cares more about illegals getting commercial driver's licenses than he does the citizens of his own state and the safety of Americans.
Yes.
It's shameful. He's been lying about what he's been doing. And again, we're gonna fight tooth and nail under President Trump's administration to make sure that we hold states like California accountable.
Yes. And welcome to the chat, Sith Master Dad. It has been an issue for many years. It's a very good point. Many, many years, guys. They are putting our citizens at risk. I don't like it, but I think this is a good move. I think this is a very good move indeed, guys. Talking about taking away their ability to issue CDLs at all. Yeah. Yep. Happy Monday. That's right. Happy Monday. Guys, this video is kind of funny. It says, guy called ICE on a restaurant because he wanted to work there, but they had no openings. 12 got deported, and now he works there.
2 weeks ago, I made an anonymous tip to an ICE office about a restaurant I'd applied to that rejected my application. 3 days later, there was a raid on that restaurant and 12 of their employees were deported.
Oh
I
no.
did this because I really wanted to work at that restaurant, but they were full staffed. So I figured what better way to like get an opening in than to have half their staff deported. So that's what I did. When I reapplied, I got hired and I've been working there a few days, but now I'm worried that they're going to find out that
Well, I mean, you posting this video isn't going to help your chances there, my guy, but you know what? Good job. This is hilarious. Guy says they literally had no openings. So he's like, bet you will hear soon. Reported them to ICE. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious.
I was the one who called and had half of their staff deported. For anyone who's been in a similar situation, was there some way you were able to soften the blow ahead of time or kind of like get them used to the idea that maybe like an employee here got everyone deported? Who knows? I'm just seeking advice because I do like a lot of my coworkers and I don't want them to hate me or
Well, you probably shouldn't have made this video then, my guy. But you know what? You did the right thing by reporting all of those criminal aliens. And you got a job. So I guess that's good too. I don't know. Seems like not a huge net negative. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think he did the right thing? Do you think he did the right thing by reporting the place that he wanted to work, by reporting them to ICE? Do you think that was the right thing to do? I don't know. Seems like it worked out. Win-win, says Karen. Aladdin here. This one, Oriana, was previously deported. Okay, so this is the story. Aurora Police Department made an arrest in connection with the shooting that occurred last weekend. They arrested this guy. Well, Aladdin here is reporting that this person was previously deported in 2007, 2018, and 2020. 2020 deportation came after he was arrested in Denver on child sexual assault charges involving a victim under the age of 15. The main takeaway is that Colorado gave a driver's license to illegals with child sexual assault convictions and 4 prior deportations. Yeah, guys, this is also not good. It's not a good look. Not a good look at all. Guys, these states are just out of control. They need to be held accountable. The people in these states that are making these decisions, that are making these policies that allow this stuff to happen, there should be a mechanism for accountability at some level. If it's causing the deaths of people, they should be thrown in prison. If it's causing financial harm, they should be civilly liable. Guys, we need to get the criminals off our streets. It turns out if you want safer cities, guys, the easiest way to have safer cities is to lock up the people that make it less safe. Who knew? Who knew? Right? Complete mystery how that works. You got American Papa Bear. I definitely voted for this. Spanish woman yelling help over and over again. It's the most dramatic way possible while an illegal alien is getting detained by ICE. I can't breathe. It's always I can't breathe. Every time someone's getting arrested, for some reason, they immediately lose the ability to breathe. I don't believe them anymore. I just don't. Like the first person that pulled that crap was actually, I don't know, high on fentanyl and overdosed. And then, we have a police officer, Derek Chauvin, who is in prison still for that. I don't believe it. So sorry, Maria, y'all should have just self-deported. Yes, guys, please remember, if you're watching this program and you're a criminal alien, I don't know why you would be watching this program. We don't align on a lot of things, but you know what? God bless you if you are. If you're a criminal alien and you're watching this program, self-deport now, and you might have the ability to come back later. If you don't, and you wait to get picked up like she did, you ain't coming back. You ain't coming back. If you're audible, you're breathing. That is also, that is also a very valid point, Karen. Very valid point. If you can make that argument and articulate it, you can breathe well enough. So, lock her up, deport her, deport everyone, deport them all. Every criminal alien. Do it the right way. Do it like the citizen gal that we covered the last 2 shows. Do it the right way, and you can stay. Do it the wrong way, Go home. You got here, they're trying to make a huge deal about this measles thing, trying to imply that this is the fault of RFK Jr. or Trump and his administration. It couldn't possibly be the 20 plus million criminal aliens from the third world that you guys brought here, that you guys didn't hold accountable for following any of the vaccine requirements, any of the COVID restrictions, any of these things. So you import 20 plus million people from the third world, and suddenly we have measles again. Ed here points out measles was declared eliminated in the US in 2000. Yes, and then what did you guys do between 2000 and 2024? There are over 30 million or more, because that's the estimates that the media is willing to tell us, which to me means it's probably closer to like 50, 60. But either way, we have tens of millions of criminal aliens from the third world in this country. And now we have measles again, guys. Is this how you want measles? Because this is how you get measles. Not RFK Jr.'s fault. It didn't happen in the last 9 months, guys. It didn't happen in the last 9 months. Maybe it was brought across like the random fungus that the illegals from China were bringing into places like Minnesota, Michigan. Maybe it was like one of those, but it definitely wasn't RFK Jr.'s fault. Come on, Ed. Don't be retarded. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't Trump's fault. Possibly 100 million for Karen. Yeah, guys, I wouldn't be terribly shocked. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And then you get this one, guys. I laughed really hard when I first read this headline. Georgia college student faces deportation after running a red light. That, you broke a traffic law. You got pulled over and detained. Turns out you are an illegal. But then police discover that her entire family is living illegally in the U.S. for years. Yep. So this girl driving and committing a slight vehicle infraction is now putting her entire family at risk for deportation. Good job. Congratulations. You did it. Yep. Yeah. Get pulled over for running a red light and your whole family gets deported. Like, I think this is wonderful. Don't you? Do it the right way, guys. That's all we're saying. And the last story in immigration, holy shit, but thousands of locals in Japan are demanding an end to illegal immigration. Huge. People are waking up. Okay, yeah, they're gonna be shouting Japanese. That actually I don't know why I thought it would be any different. Respect for protesting in your own country and your own language. But guys, the third world is invading Japan, and they're posting videos just the same as they are here, and it's stupid and awful, and they are mad about it. It's interesting that somehow the Japanese are more angry about it there than we are about it here, and we've been dealing with it for longer at a much larger scale. Somehow Europe isn't protesting and erupting in nonsense, except for, I don't know, maybe when Tommy Robinson runs a protest in the UK, and they're not getting locked up for saying mean things. And then Poland, probably. Other than that, Europe's fucked. We're kind of screwed. Japan is a little bit screwed, but they're apparently pulling out of it. So good job. Congratulations, Japan. Stick up for yourself. Keep it up. Doing great work. Crispy says they're just good people looking for government funds while bringing diseases that we've already eradicated. That's right, Crispy. That's all they're doing. Kara says exactly why don't you people have hearts? Exactly. Why don't you people have hearts? I get it now. Sith Master, the Japanese normally drag criminals to the cops. Yeah, literally dragging them. I'm all for it. Poland is the last stronghold in Europe. Yes. And I hope they succeed. So leaving immigration, going into crime. Just our section on crime. We'll see how that goes. But I can't figure out why Wawa's closing stores. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is footage of a Wawa lick in 4K. Apparently, lick. We're going to find out what that means.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! They still it!
And this is before EBT expires, guys. The crazy thing about this is that they treat these places like this stuff's free. They're like, oh, they have insurance. Do they? Does the insurance cover this? Who owns that location? It might be owned by a minority. So you have a minority-owned store, potentially, and we saw this a lot in Ferguson and other places. Minority-owned, potentially, being robbed by minorities, saying, oh, there's no victim here. Well, then they're going to turn around and complain that they live in a food desert as soon as these stores close and leave because suddenly they're not profitable. Turns out businesses are in the business of making a profit. If you steal all their stuff, they're not going to make a profit. They're going to leave. That's how that works. I'm not even an economics major.
Not bold. Y'all ain't gonna leave out with it.
I paid for this shit.
This is outrageous. They all just stealing.
That shit not cute. Y'all got mom and dad.
Dirty
That's
as
a mess.
shit.
That's not cute.
Guys, TikTok is brain cancer. Doing this to your community is evil. Don't do it. Karen says, Wawas are great. I wish they would come to St. Louis. Why, Karen? So that they can get robbed like this? Why would anybody want to open up in St. Louis? Come on, man. You know better than that, lady. Come on. Sid Master says, not around me or I'll be on the news. Yeah, it's not going to end well. Anyways, Defiant L's here. Crockett with an absolute banger. No one's above the law, not even the former president. As a former public defender, I know the importance of fair and unbiased judicial process. Oh, do you now? Oh, do you? Kara says the suburbs are safe. That's fair. You said St. Louis, but that's fair. Suburbs are usually a lot better. Then you also have Jasmine Crockett. Hey, wait a minute. They're targeting New York Attorney General Letitia James for one reason. She had the courage to hold Donald Trump accountable. You mean charge him for the things she was doing? That's weird. This is political weaponization of our courts, plain and simple, and proof that when you stand up to the corruption, they come for you. The iron law. The iron law of projection, folks. The iron rule of hypocrisy. I stand with Attorney General Letitia James. This attack won't silence the truth. Yeah, keep holding that L. Defiant L is always a fun account, guys. Posts nice things like this where you get somebody that contradicts themselves. It's a great account. Here you got a violent black woman tries to trip an officer in foot pursuit and then has the nerve to play victim. Let's check it out. See that right there? See that right there? Let's back that up a second. Officer running. She tries to kick his feet out from under him. Like blatant attempted assault. He just happened to step over. Look at that. Look at that little sidestep action. Gotta love it. He goes, what? Nice try. That didn't do anything to you. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. It's on video. Help me. F-A-F-O. Love to see it. Love to see it. Because it turns out when you try and kick the legs out of a police officer, they're going to hold you accountable. Didn't do nothing. That's right, Karen. Didn't do nothing. This one's good. Mother ends 3 intruders to protect her baby. Let's check this one out.
A single mother shot and killed 3 home invaders to protect her son.
Damn. Girl came out with a shotty. Sid Master says, The Fly.
I wouldn't have done it, but it was my son. I had to protect him.
This young mom showed the true strength of maternal instinct.
I walked over and got the 12 gauge.
Damn.
Went in the bedroom and got the pistol and put the bottle in his mouth, and then I called 911.
Late one night, 3 armed men tried to break into her home on the outskirts.
Hold on a second. Just checking.
Into her home on the outskirts of Oklahoma City. Inside, 18-year-old Sarah McKinley was with her 3-month-old baby. When she heard the sound of the men trying to force their way in,
Oh, the help me part of the okay, Sith Master, I get it.
McKinley grabbed her 12-gauge shotgun and dialed 911.
I'm here by myself with my infant baby. Can I please get a dispatcher out here immediately?
The dispatcher told her she couldn't fire unless the intruders actually entered her home.
Okay, bet. As soon as that door opens.
So she hid behind the door waiting. The moment the men broke in, she pulled the trigger, killing one instantly. The other 2 were also shot and collapsed on the floor. When police arrived, the 2 wounded suspects were rushed to the hospital, but both later died from their injuries.
Oh. Crime don't pay, guys. Don't do this. Don't do these crazy home invasions. Like, that's absolutely crazy, guys. 12 gauge. Great for home defense. 3 criminals no longer with us. 1 baby is safe. And millions were saved by the taxpayers, probably. So congratulations. We don't have to house them in prison, even though in a lot of these cities they wouldn't go to jail. Guys, let's just be honest. They probably wouldn't have gone to jail, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. They're no longer with us to victimize anybody else. Not sad. Brazil has made disinformation a criminal offense, and its tyrant judges are the sole arbiter of what that means. Guys, this is what is coming for a lot of these countries. We see a lot of countries where it's already, they don't really have freedom of speech. A lot of people think, you just assume because the United States has the First Amendment that other countries do too. Well, most don't. We see it in Europe. We see it in Canada. We see it elsewhere where people are getting arrested for saying mean things online. Meanwhile, the grooming gangs get away with everything. But you can see here in Brazil, disinformation is now a criminal offense, guys. We can't let this kind of stuff happen. We can't let it happen in the United States. We can't let it happen anywhere else, but mostly I just care about the United States, guys. We got to really pay attention when other countries start doing this, because as soon as progressives get back in power, guys, they're going to try and do this, right? Elon buying X was probably one of the best things for the First Amendment to happen. But believe you me, if he hadn't have done that, or if progressives get back in control and they don't like the narratives that we have, that, you know, the truth, whatever you want to call it, because I like the truth. I don't know about you guys. But if they say it's not the truth, you would still go to jail. Karen says, I recommend a mix of buckshot and slugs. They also make home defense rounds that is a slug with 3 pieces of buckshot. Just saying. Just saying. Sith Master, we are the only country that has a Bill of Rights. Yeah. There's nowhere else to go. That's true. We gotta hold the line here, guys. If we give it up here, the world is cooked. Also in crime, we have here Colorado Boulder Police Department have released additional photos of a person of interest. This is a hockey stick assault that was against a TPUSA student leader. So we have this person. This person looks like they eat soy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner on rollerblades, which I didn't even know were a thing anymore. Hitting people with a hockey stick, man. That is not nice. Not nice. Assaulting TPUSA people, not surprised. But thank you, Andy, for reporting on this. Andy continues to do some wonderful reporting on the violence that is brought to us by Antifa, Trans-Tifa, and all of the other domestic terrorists. Yeah. So just because they don't like your views, they'll shoot you. They will hit you with sticks. Give hockey a bad name, soy boy. That's right, Karen. Giving hockey a bad name. That person, I think there's probably soy milk in that bottle. Just a guess. Just a guess, guys. But thank you, Andy, for continuing to report on the violence coming out of the left. James Woods here. The whole video is pure gold. We'll watch. I don't know. Should we watch the whole 5 minutes? We're going to at least watch a little bit of it. But Adam Schiff, guys. Adam Schiff. Shifty Schiff, this is definitely person number 1 or 2 next on my list that needs to be indicted.
Instead of preventing partisan weaponization Your department has engaged in a brazenly political prosecution at the president's explicit direction. The department has become President Trump's personal sword and shield to go after his ever-growing list of political enemies and to protect himself, his allies, and associates.
Really? I don't think that's really what they're doing, but you keep talking. Keep doing you, boo.
I have to say, I am struck by the degree of the cognitive dissonance that I hear on the other side. It really
Oh my God. He's like, dude, Schiff, bro, I am shocked. You're being so crazy. So crazy.
is. I mean, I'm used to
Mr. Schmidt. Karen says, my senator. There you go, Karen. Here you go. This story's for you.
sort of the political debates and arguing in court and all those sorts of things. But to hear the other side of the dais talk about weaponization is truly shocking, given what we know now. And I thought what I might do is just tell a story, and these are 100% facts. Hillary Clinton, concerned about her email scandal, works with a Soros organization to cook up this Russiagate nonsense. They feed it to the intelligence agencies.
Yes.
And they spy, under Barack Obama's presidency, they spy on the political opponent, the Republican, running against Hillary Clinton. He gets elected. They continue the operation, and they launder this intelligence into stuff that was meant to, by the FBI and the CIA, to sideline a presidency of a.
And also, they took it and presented it to a FISA court. They took it and presented it to others. Guys, they not only paid for this fake dossier and all the other things that went along with it, they presented that evidence to courts to get warrants to spy.
Duly elected president of the United States of America to sideline him. And that continued. You heard even some people on this committee further that nonsense for 4 years.
Kara says he was the one that succeeded in the lawsuit against Fauci and the CDC to force the release of the vax info that they tried to hide. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Senator.
And then the FBI is involved with pre-bunking the Hunter Biden laptop story because they didn't want him to get elected again.
Pre-bunking, guys. That's right. Pre-bunking is before the debunking. Debunking is afterwards. Pre-bunking is where you put out the message ahead of time so that when the real news comes out, people have it in their head that you're already lying to them. So you lie to them first so that they don't pay attention to the truth. That's the level of crazy that these people were willing to go through to try and keep Trump from getting elected. And now just this week, guys, I didn't pull the story, but Trump did come out and say that they have all of the evidence they need to show that 2020 was stolen. Are you guys looking forward to that? I am.
So they pre-bunked the Hunter Biden laptop story. The American people should have been allowed to make their own judgments from that. They weren't, because the FBI called it a Russian hack and leak operation. They were meeting with social media companies every month and every week, telling them that the laptop that they knew, that they had verified in November of 2019, they knew was real and knew was his, said it was Russian disinformation. We've heard that before.
Yeah.
And then, after Joe Biden comes in, 3 days in, they start a censorship campaign against the country, anybody who's a conservative. And now we also know that the FBI was weaponized in this Arctic frost investigation.
Ah, yes. Arctic frost, where they were spying on members of the legislature. Guys, just in general, our government is so unbelievably corrupt. But remember, it can't be worse. There are a lot of countries where their legislatures and their governments are far, far more corrupt than ours, which is mind-blowing. But it can't be worse, right? I'm not all doom and gloom here. I'm not trying to black pill everybody in the audience. It can't be worse. It could be a lot better, but it could be a lot worse. And yes, as Karen points out, between him and Hawley, Josh Hawley of Missouri, has some great patriots in the Senate. It's crazy, though, that we can have senators that are so based, and yet we still have things that are just so wrong. So wrong, guys, here. But you can check it out. James Woods, also a true patriot, posting this out for all to see. Thank you very much. Continuing on with crime, guys, we are coming up on Halloween. If you're letting your kids go out, make sure you don't live in a crazy progressive place like California or Oregon or, you know, like Portland or Seattle or one of these places. Because look at this. A liberal posted this. Just watch this.
All right, so this is what we're doing. Okay. All right. This says, if I see any children dressed up in some MAGA type like costume, like this little worm, I'm going to be giving them my special hashtag fentanyl laced candy. Hashtag Antifa action.
Whew, guys. Stop messing with the kids. Knock that off. Knock it off immediately. If somebody catches you doing something like this to their kids, do not be surprised if they make themselves a news story. And it will probably be a news story about them being arrested and you going to a morgue or the hospital. Don't do this. This is evil, folks. People that hate you, they hate America. They want you to die. They want your kids to die because of your political beliefs, because they are so crazy that they would murder children because they don't like the Cheeto man, right? Orange man bad, Trump bad, Trump Hitler, Guys, this is absolute insanity.
Okay, well, so for everybody, there you go. This shouldn't matter whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're independent, whether you don't give a shit about politics. Antifa against America.
Yep.
That is what we have. And yet they claim that this is anti-fascism. No, what you are is a direct domestic terrorist.
Also, guys, again, the iron rule of projection. Kara says no reasonable person would waste good drugs on children. Oh, God. I mean, that's fair. I would cancel Halloween this year if my kids were still young enough to go out and trick or treat. I have no plans right now to take them trick or treating. My kids, no. Especially not in the place that I live now. Like, even the old place, I probably wouldn't. But this place, probably not. Sith messages never give in. This one's bad, guys. Graphic warning. If you are a little bit squeamish, you might want to just not watch the next 30 seconds or so. But this is graphic warning. Would-be copper thief gets a little shock. This is likely one of the best ways to learn a lesson. Guys, this is a quick way to learn a lesson. Don't try and pull copper out of things, especially when they're on. If the box is making a humming sound, don't try and take the copper out of it. Ooh, guys. Ooh, like almost blew his pants clean off. You can see his skin is coming off. Like, ooh. Oh yeah, that looks painful, guys. Like that. Oh yeah, that. Whew. Guys, don't be a shitty criminal. Come on now. Gotta leave crime. We're gonna leave crime and go into government, which is just also known as the more crime section, the legalized crime section. Sid Master says probably gonna die. Yeah, guys, that he has a lot of internal injuries, lots of burns that you can't see. It is not gonna end well at all. The FAFO All-Star. Yeah, guys, people that mess around with electrical, I've seen way worse, by the way, and I know this guy expired because he was in a green box and it was just basically a shot of him from behind. He was still alive. You could see him. He was trying to breathe, but like he had like holes in his back and you could see through his ribs and see his lungs. Like, I don't think they were going to be moving for too much longer, but yeah, that is a bad way to go, guys. Stop trying to pull copper out of things. It belongs inside. Stop trying to take it out. Going into government, though, guys, legalized crime. Donald Trump has announced and claims that we now know everything. And I just mentioned this story. I did pull it. Fantastic. I remembered. We know everything about the 2020 presidential election being rigged and stolen, calling on the DOJ to investigate it with gusto, describing it as the biggest scandal in American history. We've known since the beginning, like I said. Right, my J6 friends? Right, Chad? Right, all my other, Derek? Yeah, Brandon? Yeah, all of you guys. Right? We've known. Are you telling me this guy didn't get 81 million votes? Yes. That's exactly what we're saying. So you got here, American Papa Bear. My favorite is in Africa, they also steal the cooling oil and sell as cooking oil. Ugh. Yeah, guys, there is mineral oil inside of a lot of that electrical equipment. Don't pull it out. Eventually, if there's not enough oil, it overheats and explodes. Please don't do that. That's absolutely wild. Stop messing with electrical equipment, please. I deal with high power electrical equipment all day. Guys, you don't want to mess with it. It's not worth the couple of dollars worth of copper or some cooking oil, apparently. God, that's gross. Ugh. But here, I'm completely convinced our problems could be solved by three things.
I'm completely convinced that all of our problems could be solved with a few things. Term limits, single item bills, one thing, and Congress can't trade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's music in the background. So there goes that, I guess. That'll have to get clipped out. Yeah, guys, she says term limits, single item bills, Congress can't trade stocks. I think between those three things, and also I would probably make a fourth, make it so that companies can no longer directly lobby government. Companies are not people. That needs to be overridden. Those four things, I think we could make a lot of headway. Term limits, single item bills, Congress can't trade stocks, and no more corporate lobbying. Yeah, I think that would do it. I think that's four things that would definitely help us fix the system. You just look at the amount of money flying around between all these people. Like, they have no incentive to help us. They have no incentive to fix the system that they broke. They have none. So until we remove the incentives to do the wrong thing, term limits do have downsides. Karen, that's a good point. You got to think about this. Is it the legislature that is so bad? What about the staff? You would have to have term limits for congressional staff as well. There's always the argument, oh, with term limits, you know, these people, they're new to the town. They don't know how business is done. They don't know how to get things done. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. So they hire staff. Well, the staff just comes from the last legislator that left. So even if you term limit everybody, the staff is going to be the same people. They're all going to be tied to the same corporate lobbying groups. They're all going to be involved in the same back of the house smoke room deals. They're still going to be the ones reading and writing these pieces of legislation. Guys, the actual legislators are, a lot of them, they're just faces. They're puppets. You need to get rid of the staff as well. We need statesmen, but they no longer exist. There are some of us. Karen, there are some of us. But the process has gotten so expensive that how does a statesman, how does a patriot, how do you get involved unless you have the backing of the party and millions of dollars? It's part of why we got to get corporate money out of the election system, guys. Everyone has to have a fair shake. The only way people are going to get any kind of notoriety is if you're like Brandon Herrera. Right? Brandon Herrera is running against Tony Gonzalez down in Texas 23rd. I hope he wins. Tony's kind of a piece of shit. Not real strong on Second Amendment. And by not real strong, I mean awful. But the only reason Brandon has any hope is the fact that he has a massive YouTube audience. So now I guess I just have to get a massive... Here, guys, subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends and family. Post out the live stream. Let's get these numbers up. Then I can be popular enough where I will be able to run for Congress and help you guys. But until I'm popular enough, so post out the live stream, guys. I'm going to have to start knife handing people until they post out the live. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get us Let's get us into Congress, folks. I am brand new. I am like in my low 40s. I have plenty of time. Look at all these ancient motherfuckers. I got 40 years left to be where some of these people in Congress are. I'm good. Let's go. Here we got Brandon Strzok talking about New York now, guys. New York's going to be in a real bad way here, real short. Mom Donnie is almost certain to win now in New York, guys. But check this out. Oh, I definitely can't. That's music. Definitely can't play this video. Dang it. I will play this at the end when everything's all said and done, because I really want to play this video, but we'll read it. Zoran Mamdani wants the government-run grocery stores, guys. This is going to end so bad. We covered this just the other night, right? These other cities have already tried this. It doesn't work, but that's because we haven't done it the right way yet. Reality is far more dangerous state authority over what you can buy and what you can eat and whether the shelves remain stocked at all. Every nation that has handed its food supply to the government paid for with hunger and fear. Venezuela, more than 80% of staple foods disappeared from store shelves. Soviet Union, food rationing, weaponized to control entire populations. New Yorkers cannot look away from these warning signs. Guys, this is video 4 in a series exposing the deadly consequences of socialism. Many more to come. Watch, share, sound the alarm before it's too late. It's too late. It's absolutely too late for these guys. Tim Burchett, with a little bit of humor in here. I'm sure the America Party can help. That's true. The America Party might be able to help. Tim Burchett, I will tattoo. Oh, here we go. This person, Normal Norm, said, "Hey, Tim, you suck." Very well stated. Wrong, but just clear. So Tim says, "I will tattoo your incredibly uplifting words on the inside of my eyelids so I can rejuvenate every time I blink." Oh, gosh. Guys, so good. Tim Burchett just not putting up with any of it. Elon is back with the GOP. Yeah, we'll see for now. For now, Karen. Maybe we can convince him otherwise after the next election. I think the big reason of that is the midterms, though, Karen. We'll see if that continues on after the midterms. I think the big thing is we just don't want to see huge Democrat victories in the midterms because we're splitting the not left party into two groups. Good morning, MAGA. The best part of waking up is Donald Trump is president. This is a play on Folgers' old marketing about Folgers being in your cup, because the best part of waking up is not Folgers in your cup. It is Donald Trump as your president. Whether you like it or not, they still have tons of cash. Yes, they do, Seth. Yes, they do. So just remember, whether you like him or not, Trump is your president. Just let that sink in. We have a post here from Gunther. Donald J. Trump. What's worse, the NBA players cheating at cards and probably much else. Yeah, Democrats cheating on elections. The 2020 election being rigged and stolen is a far bigger scandal. Look what happened to our country when crooked moron became our president. Oh, that's so good. I love our president. Look at what happened to our country when a crooked moron became our president. We now know everything. We hope the DOJ pursues this with as much gusto and befitting as the biggest scandal in American history. If not, it will happen again, including the upcoming midterms. No mail-in early voting. Yes to voter ID. Watch how totally dishonest the California prop vote is. Millions of ballots being shipped. Get smart, Republicans, before it's too late. Yep. Absolutely. So again, why hasn't Leader Thune passed the SAVE Act out of the Senate yet? Because they all hate you. Because they're controlled opposition. Because they're just part of the uniparty. Is that enough reasoning, Gunther? Kara says, we just need to take control of the GOP and have them sign a pledge to support DOGE. I like that idea. I think there needs to be a hostile takeover. I think the GOP is mostly controlled opposition. It's mostly the uniparty. But Leader Thune, why is the SAVE Act not out of the Senate yet? Get a move on. President Trump dances as he steps off Air Force One for his arrival ceremony in Malaysia. How can you not love this guy? The dance. Guys, the dance is so good. It's so good. Oh, apparently Trump is in a bilateral meeting right now. He's over in Asia doing all kinds of great peaceful things, trade things. The left won't talk about it. They won't give him any credit. He's obviously loved around the world, and yet they want to say he has no respect. This was a little bit out of order. Like I said, guys, I fell asleep on the couch. I didn't have time to organize these very well, but here we go. Out of order, as this is a meme about New York. Zohran Mamdani came out and said that the real victim of 9/11 was his aunt because his aunt was maltreated. He's now rolling this back. He's trying to backpedal, trying to say that's not who he was talking about. But these memes, guys, they're already out. They're wonderful. This is a tragedy, but the memes are good. The real victim here is Zohran Mamdani's aunt. This is a person that jumped off the World Trade Center. Guys, absolutely crazy. Crispy says the man never sleeps. Must respect to our president. Yeah, guys, he's a machine. You always love when the Krasensteins or Eric Swalwell or one of the other just total dickbags make posts on X about, oh, he's lethargic. Oh, he's failing. His health is bad. Oh, this and that. Guys, his schedule is nonstop. He sleeps when he can, and he just keeps getting stuff done, as you would expect from a businessman and entrepreneur, unlike Biden, who, called the lid at like 3 p.m. so he could go lick ice cream cones and sleep on the beach. Who would you rather have as your president? Me? Trump. I would rather have Trump. Trump secures peace and prosperity in Malaysia in one day. One day. Brokered Kuala Lumpur peace accords, secured trade deals with Malaysia and Cambodia, joined a joint trade with Thailand and Vietnam, elevated U.S.-Malaysia relations, bringing billions to the U.S., and joined the U.S. ASEAN and Asian Summit. Trump is right about everything, guys. He's doing great work. He's out there just killing it. You can see here the United States Trade Representative. Here's a checklist of some things that we got out of the U.S.-Malaysia deal. Committing to refrain from banning or imposing quotas on exports to the U.S. on critical minerals and rare earth elements. That's good. We need that. Committing to refrain from imposing digital service taxes and discriminating against U.S. companies. Streamlining import licenses for U.S. alloy steel and pipe products and steel-containing goods. Accepting vehicles built to U.S. motor vehicle safety and emission standards and streamlining requirements to facilitate import of U.S. food and agricultural products, right? They said Trump hates farmers. Then why did he put this in there? That's to help the farmers, guys. Kara says now they're flipping out about an MRI when there were thousands of reasons, some of which are strictly precautionary. That's true. But according to Brian Krasenstein, or maybe it was Ed, I don't know, one of those weird midget twins, according to them, oh, this is obviously something that they're trying to hide. He obviously has just awful health. Awful health, guys. Look at, he looks so unhealthy. You have here, guys, the Japanese love Trump. Just ahead of his visit, look what they did. Tokyo Tower and other major landmarks made red, white, and blue because they respect the United States again, because they respect Donald Trump, because they're trying to invite business. I love to see it, guys. The Department of Energy also is posting, he is the pro-energy president who is always putting American workers and consumers first. This is my president. This is your president. Whether you like him or not, he is working on your behalf. I just hope to live to 80. Yeah. Yeah, and if I don't, I wouldn't be shocked. I drink so much coffee, there's no way my heart's going to last that long. Federal government, Thomas Massey, of course, loves just sticking his foot in his mouth. He's not wrong. Like, this is a correct statement. This is a correct thing to point out. It's just I question his motives. He's always sounded the alarm about fiscal things. Like, I'll give him that. But I don't think he's going about it the right way. He's not convincing people to be on his side. Federal government spent $7 trillion in fiscal 2025, a 3.9% increase from the $6.7 trillion spent in fiscal 24. We should be spending less, not more. He is correct. We should be spending less. We should not be spending more. But oh, here we go. Aaron, I'm genuinely curious how much actually goes to roads and bridges, utility infrastructure, etc. I can only guess maybe 5% legitimately. And Thomas says it's about 1% for roads and bridges. Yeah, guys, the Uniparty continues to want to spend more money because that money goes to their friends. That's it. It doesn't go to help you. It doesn't go to help me. It goes to their friends. Kara says we need to cut that in half. Yes, at least half is a good start. So let's make it happen. And then, like I said, these are out of order, guys. I'm sorry. Japan, second stop. So already went to Malaysia, got great things accomplished in Malaysia, immediately got back on his plane, flew to Japan. Japan put up the red, white, and blue for his arrival. And then he went and met with the Emperor Naruhito at the Imperial Palace in Tokyo, guys. He's just getting things done. I'm interested. I'm curious to see what comes out of this meeting. We'll cover that probably on Wednesday. Did Mr. Stancil comment, as he likes to, as it does be like that, Mr. Stancil? But yeah, guys, Trump, best president ever, as Crispy pointed out. Meeting day number 2 with this Asia trip. Meeting with the Emperor of Japan. So I have high hopes for what's going to come out of his trip. Last time he did a whirlwind trip around the Middle East, he secured trillions of dollars worth of investment. Let's see if he can beat that number. Can we beat that number in Asia, guys? Let's hope. And as we reach this somewhat midpoint, go ahead and check it out. Remember, pull out the profile, go directly to the website. You can buy me a cup of coffee there. I am a fairly cheap coffee date. I drink copious amounts of coffee. I'm always looking for more coffee. So buy me some coffee, as well as there is this little button right here at the top, right next to, you don't get to edit my profile. I do. But you can also send me a tip, just the tip. Any tip will help. I'll appreciate your support. You can also buy merch. We will get some updated merch on the website in the next week or so. Look forward to that. I appreciate the volunteering for help with that, both Shell and Crispy. I look forward to the designs that we can come up with. I think those will do well. And then you also have here our updated live schedule, guys. Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the evening update, 7:30 p.m. Tuesday, topic exchange, 8:45. Saturday, the weekly update at 7. And Sunday, the Bible Space with Christina and Shell. And that is at 4 o'clock. Again, I have not added it yet. I will get that added. I promise. Just maybe not tonight. Apparently, I'm tired. That's why I fell asleep before the show. Man, single parent life is not easy. I do not recommend it if it can be avoided. It just could not be avoided in my case. So we're going to leave government and crime, and we're going to get into the shutdown. The shutdown that is affecting many people. Timothy Mellon was identified as the $130 million donor that's funding U.S. troops during the shutdown, which is wonderful. Very patriotic. Hero. Wonderful man. Just making sure that the troops are still getting paid, even though the Democrats don't want to vote to open the government. Guys, remember, Democrats, at any point in time, you voted 12 times now to keep the government shut down. Why don't you do something about it? Let's do something about it. Let's vote to open the government. Let's get the troops paid. Let's avoid the November 1st. We know what's coming. We'll cover that here in a minute. I don't think it's going to go well if we go into November with the government still shut down, guys. But thank you to Timothy Mellon for being a great patriot, making sure that they get paid. Can we declare Trump king so we can look forward to Barron? Crispy, there are worse ideas, but let's do JD first. I agree. Karen, easy, Crispy. We need to get JD first. Let's go. And then don't forget Chad 2032. We got Chad in 2032 as well. Democrats are voting to not fund SNAP. Guys, this is on the USDA's website. I love that the administration is putting out the real information for people. Democrats have now voted 12 times to not fund the food stamp program, also known as the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. They made it sound nice so that you don't hate it as much, but it's still food stamps. Bottom line, as well, the well is run dry. At this time, there will be no benefits issued November 1st. This is exactly what I just talked about. November 1st, guys, if the government is still shut down, things are going to get weird. I just finished watching a compilation video, and I will not play them here, but it's a compilation video because there's just a ton of profanity and nonsense of, I'll just say, people threatening that if they don't get their food stamps, they're just going to steal. As if food stamps weren't stealing already for those that, the majority of people on food stamps, it's stealing. If anything, just for the fat JD memes. Yeah, Karen. The JD memes are going to get so much better as the years go on. They really will. But then you go, oh, who's getting their EBT cut? General posted this. This is from the Personal Finance Wizards LLC, whatever the hell that is. I don't know if this is even a real chart. It looks real. It's hard to say. The General has been known to post some iffy things, but we'll cover it. We'll have to do some fact checking and dig into whether this is real, because that down there makes me think it may not be, but you can see the percentage of U.S. households receiving SNAP benefits, their ethnicities. Yeah. It's a lot. Kara says the grocery stores here are going to be incredible. Guys, you also have to remember, it is part of Walmart's business model. It's part of a lot of these big box stores' business models that people on EBT will use their funds there. Sam's Club, Walmart. It's going to get crazy, guys. I don't think they're going to be profitable without EBT, but we'll find out. Or will we? Because I honestly do not think that the legislature is going to let that happen. They have too many friends. The Uniparty is too addicted to corporate money to let that happen. But you know what? I have a $1 bet with a coworker that it will go past November 1st. He bet that it won't. I'm just hoping it will. I think it's worth losing $1 just to hope that the shutdown continues. Newsom here, being himself, Newsom bails out Planned Parenthood with $140 million to keep 100 clinics open after Trump cuts funding. Guys, if you live in California, you are helping to pay for this. Are you happy about that? Are you happy that your money is going to be used because Trump took federal money away, that now your money in the state is going to be used to keep Planned Parenthood open? I think Planned Parenthood is an evil organization. I think abortion is murder. That's my stance. You don't have to like it. If you disagree, throw a comment in there. If President Camacho is in the audience again, if he dared to come back and risk crashing YouTube when we get into a debate, like what happened last time, I know it was just complete coincidence, guys. We didn't crush his argument so bad it did not crash all of YouTube globally. I get it. Or did it? But anyways, guys, it's crazy that he's happy about Fox's article headline being accurate here. Abortion is evil, guys. Let's not. Murdering a child because of the outcome of another crime is not the right answer. Two wrongs do not make a right. Lauren Chen here. The rumor is Walmart is working on a plan to honor the benefits with assurances that they will be reimbursed, which will only grow their market share. I hope that they aren't honored. I hope they do that, and I hope the government turns around and tells them to kick rocks. I think that would be wonderful. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it'd be hilarious for them to extend that as credit and then just get kicked in the nuts and get told by the IRS that they can't claim that as a loss on their taxes. So you got here, Red Baron posts this welfare use by nativity and legal status. So you have U.S.-born head of household, legal immigrant households, and illegal headed households. We were always told that illegals couldn't get these benefits, right? Lauren Chen says, wait, it's not just that some illegal immigrants are collecting welfare. It's actually that most illegal immigrants are collecting welfare. And by most, look at that, any welfare, 59% of illegal headed households are on welfare. 59%, guys. This is why we need to let these programs fail. This is why we need to just dissolve SNAP. We need to dissolve like any of these programs for the small percentage of people that legitimately need that help. It is not worth the amount of waste, fraud, and abuse. It just isn't. Also, you got here, Data Republican, yes, and housing is likely way underestimated because these are subsidies paid to the landlord, not directly remitted to illegals. Also, fair point. Fair point, Jenica. Guys, how much housing do you think illegals have? I bet you it's quite a bit. Walmart will become the military complex it is as designed to be if things turn bad. Can you imagine if there is like a private Walmart army that is just going to start like kicking in doors like a SEAL team? If any company would have that, I would guess it would be Amazon. That's my personal guess. I bet Amazon has like some crazy private military contractor army. And they are just waiting to kick down your door and repossess the things they delivered to you. Like, it sounds Orwellian. There's been a couple of crazy movies about like them, you know, like giving you organs on loan and then they repo them. Karen says rent a center. Oh, rent a center probably has an army too. You ain't wrong. Yeah, guys, getting away from that. We have a meme in here. I mix these kind of in here sometimes. We also have a fairly healthy sized meme section. If you haven't submitted any memes, please do so. We will go over those at the end. But people on EBT said that they will resort to stealing. So nothing has changed. Correct? Yes. You got here 40. So SNAP funding from the Hill is set to expire for 40 million people. Guys, how is it in a country of, I don't know, somebody look up the number. I think it was the last census. It was like 330 million people, something like that. Somebody fact check me, put it in the chat. 300 and something million people. And 40 plus are on SNAP. That is over 10% of the U.S. population is on nutrition assistance, food stamps. They're getting government money to buy food. Like, how? That's why a $200 item costs $1,200, just like the U.S. military. Fair point. Fair point. I have witnessed the military supply chain system. It's crazy. But 40 million people, as Oilfield Rando here points out, all eating, none of them paying for it. Absolutely insane. Probably 337 to 340. Okay, that's about what I thought. So, but we're still over the 10% mark. This is definitely one of my favorite cartoons. Gunther posted this one: free healthcare for illegals or the country gets it. This is Democrats' 2025 stance, guys. What do you think? I think it makes a lot of sense. We'll see if it continues. Like I said, November 1st is going to be the first day that SNAP doesn't get sent out, guys. There are going to be riots. You know what, though? I was thinking that Democrats would want to avoid that. But now that I think about it, and I just said that it would cause riots. I'm wondering if that's what they want. If SNAP doesn't get paid, there will be riots. I am calling it now, folks. November 1st, if SNAP payments do not go out because the government is still not open, there will be riots. There will be large-scale unrest, especially in the areas that are more likely to have SNAP people. This includes large cities, guys. Large parts of large cities are on government assistance. Karen says 1 in 4 blacks and 1 in 13 non-Hispanic white, roughly. Yeah, guys, it's going to get weird, but maybe that's what they want. Antifa, the No Kings, they didn't motivate people properly. Well, maybe this will. Maybe that's what they actually want. I hope not. It's not going to go well, guys. I posted earlier yesterday that everybody needs to have a minimum of 1 day's worth of ammunition on hand. At a minimum, preferably 3. If you have enough ammo to account for all of the people within an average 3 days walking distance from you, you don't have to worry about them getting to you because on average, they will run out of water and they won't make it to you. So if you live in a highly dense area, that could be a lot of ammo. I'm just saying. Just saying. 1 day's worth of ammo. That's right, Karen. 1 day. Everybody that lives within 1 day's walk of your place of residence, you better have at least one bullet to account for each one of them. Just saying. Things are going to get weird. If people stop eating and they get hungry, it's going to get weird. It's going to get real weird. I hope it doesn't come to that, guys, but be prepared if it does. The last thing, largest federal worker union urges Congress to pass the clean stopgap and end the government shutdown. Guys, when the unions are starting to come around and they're starting to get mad, they're starting to lose their own support. Because I bet these big unions are some of the only people that actually support the Democrats doing this. But apparently they're also starting to come around and say, guys, we need to end this. You're playing with fire. You got here the Schumer shutdown, guys. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. That donkey in the front there looks real. Also, the fact, you know what? That's a very valid point. Also, there, Bo Diddley, no paycheck, no union dues. Yeah. MK says, I'm covered. Kara says, I have at least 1 decade. Okay, well, they're not zombies, my guy. It's not going to be, 48 weeks later. You're good. You don't have to hold the line for a full year. These aren't zombies, Mike. Come on, Karen. Kara says, good to hear, MK. That's right. Also, Crispy, I think I'm good on ammo. Stay frosty, Crispy. You guys are a hoot in the chat. So we're going to end the shutdown chat, guys, and we go straight into Doge. We have a couple of stories here. Native Patriot posted this one. The entire U.S. economy right now is 7 companies sending $1 trillion fake dollars back and forth to each other. If you wonder what those companies are, let me make it bigger. Can I make it bigger? Yes. So you have OpenAI, Nebius, CoreWeave, Intel, Oracle, XAI, Figure AI, Mistral, Nscale, and AMD. And NVIDIA in the middle, Microsoft off to the side. Perfect. These companies are just paying each other. Microsoft is paying NVIDIA, who is paying the others, who is paying Intel, who's paying Oracle, who's buying things from Intel and buying things from AMD and sending the money to XAI. And XAI turns around and spends the money with NVIDIA. Like, it's just the same money is just flying around. They call that velocity in economic terms, by the way. That's not crazy or abnormal. That's actually pretty normal in business. However, the scale at which it's happening right now and the velocity at which that money is moving is kind of crazy. MK says, back at you, Karen. Yeah, guys, when Native Patriot says, when we say everything is fake and gay, we meant everything. Yeah, guys, the economy is almost entirely fake, but that's okay. Here's how much Elon Musk charged. $0, guys. That's how much Elon charged for his work at Doge. He is a true patriot. Crispy says, got a bunch of guns, so if things go sideways, bring more ammo. I may not end up testing the lifespan of some of these rounds. Fair. The other thing, guys, remember, that boating accident was a tragedy. Absolute tragedy. So we have some music, so I'll turn it down a little bit. I don't think they're talking in any of this. Yeah, it's basically just a bunch of Elon video. That's fine. We don't have to watch this. But, guys, he didn't charge $1. He did it because he's a patriot. We need more patriots like him. And Conservative Alternative posts this one. This is always a good meme, guys. Time to finish the job that Elon started, the Department of Governmental Efficiency. You have this bloated, overweight, gross thing being chiseled away to a almost like Michelangelo's David type physique with Uncle Sam. Alt Karen says, it was so cheap. Yeah, sometimes it is. Doge gives us an update. Over the last 5 days, they terminated 97 contracts, ceiling value $2.3 billion, saving $160 million, including an $8.7 million U.S. AGM broadcasting contract for FM and television broadcasts operations in Iraq, Libya, and Chad. I don't know why we're paying for FM and TV broadcasts in 3 foreign countries, but hey, that's something that they were doing. So definitely stop that. That's dumb. $19.5 million HHS contract for diversity, equity, and inclusion training. Why? Why are we still doing DEI training, guys? It was supposed to die a long time ago. Questionable Garter says massive flowback money. Order pay DM encrypted. DM encrypted. Oh, encrypted chat. Okay, give me a second. I'll pull it up. Encrypted chats. Encrypted chats. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, I see we got some meme submissions as well. The Hurricane Center. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. We've seen this movie before. That's not it. That's not it. I see a lot of meme submissions in there, Gardner. I don't see... Carrot says, now all thinking about how old some of it really is. Carrot, don't worry about that ammo. Shoot that ammo second. Use the good stuff right away, then start trickling in some of the older stuff, just in case. You don't want that to be your first couple of shots. You want those shots to work. You got to start your lawn decorations to make other people think twice. Yeah, I'm looking at, I don't see it, Gardner. Might have to give it a second. Maybe I'll hit refresh. Refresh on the page. Just give me a second, folks. Still, I'm not seeing it in the encrypted chat, my guy. We'll check back on it here in a little bit. I'll leave that pulled up. Getting into science. Elon's DOGE saved us. It's saving us a hell of a lot of money. That's for damn sure, Crispy. Oh, or he'll just send me the link right in the chat. There we go. All right, money flow of $6.4 billion, $13 million in management fees, $431 million in hedge funds, all by just one nonprofit. Money movement makes small organizations look bigger than they really are. Funds raised for California's fires came under scrutiny that money was in large part passed around. This had me looking at some of the agencies handling the funds. The California Community Foundation jumped out. The organization touts managing 1,900 funds and $2.3 billion in grants. A quick scan using Twin Forces tools shows 39 of these organizations accounting for $2 billion in grants. But the money movement was spread over 229 organizations and totaled $6.4 billion. Short version, CCF and its recipients made $2 billion look like $6 billion on the books. Below, pulled from Data Republican's website, and Twin Forces tool shows the money flow. Each pink line represents money passed around. The thicker the line, the higher the amount. Guys, if you want to know why we are suffering, our economy is in the toilet. Meanwhile, the people that touch government money are rich. This is why. This is why. It's $2 billion, but moved so much it looks like more. MK says, yes, it has. God bless them all for their hard work. Yeah. Guys, this is absolutely crazy. How much money is flying around back and forth. Each time they move it, they're taking a cut, guys. They are paying themselves for managing it. They're paying themselves for moving it around. It's absolutely disgusting what they're doing. Like, I don't like it. We're going to get into science and tech. Since they get matching grants, I give you 2, you get to match of 2. You give me 4, I get a match of 4, and I give you back your 2. Oh my God. Congress needs to act. Karen, I agree, but I guarantee you people in Congress and their spouses are sitting on the boards of these organizations. It's not going to stop. Why do you think you have members of Congress on $140,000 a year salary are walking away with tens of millions of dollars when they leave office? Guys, this is how. It's just how they do it. The acting administrator for NASA, Sean Duffy, posted this. Now, this community note, I voted that it was not helpful. I'll talk to you about it in just a second, guys. But a milestone to advance POTUS's vision for global space leadership. Japan's HTV X-1 cargo spacecraft launched on an H-3 rocket carrying vital supplies for our space station crew. So he is crediting a Japanese asset coming from a Japanese place with a Japanese cargo ship delivering goods to the space station. He is crediting POTUS's vision for global space leadership. He is saying we are setting the tone. We are leading the world when it comes to logistics in space. So then some weirdo decided they had to add this community note. HTVX is a Japanese spacecraft built by a Japanese country, launched on a Japanese rocket from Japan to be captured by a Japanese astronaut driving a Canadian robotic arm. Sure. Trump is the president of the U.S., not Japan. Never made that claim, by the way, and has no influence over the HTVX. Well, it's not that Duffy implied he did. He's just saying that the U.S. is providing global leadership in space. Like, I don't understand this community note. I think somebody just wanted to be Trump administration bad. I don't think this is a legit community note, guys. I voted that it was not helpful. You can see right there. It says, I rated this as not helpful. I did. I think it's a crap note. I think the community note system gets abused far too much. All Carrot also says, makes me sick, but explains why people spend millions to get a job that pays $140,000. Yeah, because it pays a lot more than that, it turns out. Also, just a few days ago, guys, this post from 2 days ago, SpaceX's Falcon 9 first stage B1067 successfully completed a record-breaking 31st mission. Guys, before SpaceX started reusing rocket boosters, they were told it wouldn't work. They were told it's impossible. So they made it happen. And now they have reused the same first stage orbital class booster 31 times. That is 31 times 9. So let's do that math real quick, right? 31 times 9 is 279 rocket engines they did not have to make. That is 31 rocket bodies that they didn't have to make. That's 31 rocket bodies and 200 and some odd engines that are not sitting at the bottom of the Indian Ocean, which is where most of our orbital launch debris ends up, in the ocean. So not only are we doing great things for reusability, we're helping out with the environment because we're not ditching this stuff in the ocean. Guys, just when you think something's not possible, Elon finds a way and it becomes the norm. SpaceX is awesome. You didn't know. Space is the awesome you didn't know was possible. Yes. And built how many more? Yeah, guys, they are doing great things. And this is even before accounting for Starship. Starship is going to make things absolutely bonkers. But you can see how toasty that rocket body's getting, guys. These things come out of the factory bright white. This is all soot and carbon buildup from re-entering the atmosphere and the plume of its own engines. This is carbon that is deposited along the rocket body as it comes through its own exhaust. It's so beautiful, guys. I love what they're doing. You can see here, they also deposited some more Starlink satellites. Them being their own customer is actually a huge advantage for their position in the space industry. They are self-funding a lot of what they do. I don't know. I guess we have the flat earth people chiming in here with Imagine. Okay, the old turtle. Got it. Jared Isaacman, guys. This probably has music, so I'm going to move this to the end. We will watch that at the end as well. The Alpha Jet. We're going to get out of there. Science and tech. We're done with you. Getting into culture, guys. Into culture. Elon Musk's suicidal empathy is killing Western civilization. It absolutely is. It's retarded. We need to stop being like this. We need to take pride in what we are. We need to know that our culture is better than others. But here we have a Swedish politician who fought for equality and open borders is beheaded in the Congo. makes a lot of sense that you would have an awful become a victim of her own beliefs. I think that's a female. I can't tell. God, these androgynous awfuls are just so gross. Yeah, guys, you get what you asked for. Multiculturalism, open borders. Good job. You go over to the Congo and get yourself beheaded. Good job. Good job. Good job. You played yourself. Crispy says it's just going to get bigger. We live in the best timeline ever. That's in response to SpaceX. I agree. Yeah, guys, multiculturalism is a failed experiment. It's stupid. You should be proud of your own society, proud of your own culture. You should fight to keep it going. You should have enough children to keep it going. Don't listen to these environmental evil weirdos. Have kids. Don't be idiocracy, guys. Don't be idiocracy, please. Mom of Data Republican. This is Jenica's mother. My husband and I read a very informative book. This is good advice for anyone with their kids going to college soon. Rules for defeating radicals, countering Alinsky's strategy and politics and culture by Christopher Adamo. So Rules for Radicals is Saul Alinsky's thing that she's referring to there, but I was impressed with his ideas and how much I learned. This would be a great book to go through with your older teen before they go off to college. It will teach them, it will inoculate them to recognize the falsehoods and strategic ploys that the left uses. It's really helped me to see the subtle indoctrination methods that they implement. Thank you, Christopher, for writing this and recommending it. Yes, you need to pre-bunk, to use a term that we had earlier in the show. You need to pre-bunk your kids, guys. Pre-bunk your kids. Help set them up for success. You have here, guys, this just shows how shot the culture can be at times. So you got here, this person says, F off, seriously, F off right now. Criminalizing sex crimes against children is inherently anti-trans. What? Then I will not hear any of this turf, whatever. I'm not going to keep reading. This person's unhinged as heck. But guys, why does it always involve the kids? Why does it always involve harming the kids? Why is it saying that it's anti-trans, which trans kids aren't real? Like that's parents that are mentally disabled. Like this is the kind of stuff that is going to radicalize normal people. This is the part of our culture we need to fight against. This isn't part of our culture. We need to keep this from getting into our culture and spreading like cancer. It needs to be excised. It needs to be thrown into asylums and jails, wherever it needs to go, but it cannot live here. And as I point out, that's an odd thing to say, that criminalizing sex crimes against children is inherently anti-trans. How odd. Yeah. And then we have this just dainty snowflake, idiot, weirdo, awful. Listen to this. This is the kind of intelligence that we're dealing with, guys.
I think one of my favorite things that I've learned so far as I'm reading the Quran is that technically I'm a Muslim.
Karen, well. Also, a uncovered white female being happy that she's Muslim does not understand.
I don't know why it makes me so happy. Like, technically I'm a Muslim.
That's not how that works, but we'll keep going. Crispy says, I don't understand why leave the kids alone is considered radical. It's not. It's not, Crispy. It's not at all. They just want you to think it is.
Lowercase m. Because I believe in God. And I strive to be a good person.
What?
Like, how freaking cool is that? I can't wait to throw so many people for a loop.
She wants social credit. She just wants to impress people online. That's all there is. She's like clout chasing.
Tell I'm Muslim. Dude, life is so beautiful. We're all in this together.
Except for the ones they throw off rooftops. Except those ones. Yeah, except those. Questionable Gardner threw this one out there, guys. I put this in culture. It could have gone in government. It could have gone in some other places, but I thought this just belongs neatly in culture because this has become a cultural phenomenon. This Hillary Clinton happy birthday to the future president post just keeps living on, keeps providing entertainment. How it started versus how it's going, guys. It was supposed to be Hillary, and then it turned out it was Trump, and then it was the auto pen, and then we got Trump again, guys. Hillary, keep posting. We're going to keep digging up these posts. We're going to keep posting them for you. Thank you, Gardner, for pointing this out. Oh, man. Trump, auto pen, Trump. It's been a great bit of time. Having a blast. Speaking of having a blast, Dr. Cloud, PhD, posted this one, guys. We don't have a sense of humor in the world anymore. We need to get back to having a sense of humor. This is hilarious. I don't know why, but this person apparently got fired from their job for this Halloween costume and called themselves the Jaeger Bomber. Guys, that's funny. If you look, he's got Jägermeister and Red Bulls that are wired together on a vest. Like, this is funny. Like, I'm sorry. If you don't think this is funny, you don't have a sense of humor. This is funny. This guy definitely deserved to win whatever costume contest they had. It's unfortunate it cost him his job. I think that's silly. Somebody needs to hire this person. Great work on the costume. Great sense of humor. And then you get the other side, right? So you have the Jaeger bomber with a sense of humor, and then you have people like this guy.
What's up, Ronnie from Red Jumpsuit here, just doing like a quick little PSA. I thought I was
also eat something, please.
Pretty clear about all this stuff in 2020, and as you notice on my Instagram wall, I did not remove any of that stuff from the Stay Woke campaign, I guess you guys are calling it, from 2020. Look, man, the thing about being woke is you're awake, and once you're awake, you can never go to sleep. And
is that why a lot of you just wear like hammer and sickle stuff? That's cool.
Not only has nothing changed, but everything they said was going to happen, the woke people, has happened. You have done.
Oh, now they're being victims, guys. They're being victims.
Done nothing but prove them right. So here it is again, in case somehow you missed it. Hi, I'm Ronnie Winter. I sing for the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, and I actually follow what Jesus says.
By supporting abortion? That's weird.
If you're a Christian and you're watching this and you voted for Donald Trump, shame on you.
Nope. I did it 3 times. I'm perfectly okay with it.
You're not allowed to come to my shows. I don't
want to.
Want you there. Don't come to my shows.
I'm not gonna.
Awesome that you love Face Down. It's not for you.
I don't even know who you are.
It's not your song, okay? It is not your song. If you vote...
Okay, fine.
Voted for Donald Trump, do not come to my shows or ever, not just like these 4 years. Don't come to my shows because you're going to hear a lot of woke propaganda and you're going to hear...
Oh, look, he's admitting that he's going to put out propaganda. Okay, well, you know what? You don't have to worry about it, my guy. I'm not going to do it. You are dead to me. Don't even know who you are. Somebody's probably going to explain in the chat that I should know who this person is. No idea who you are. Not interested. You don't have to worry about me ever showing up to your show, my guy. And please eat something. He must be a vegan or on a hunger strike. This, guys, culture. This is peak culture. You have a wild offal or an offal in the wild. Requires constant supervision. Can anyone tell me what went wrong here? Okay. Sprayed some. Swear to God, that was sea foam, but we'll see. Gonna get a little backfire. Probably. No. Oh God. Oh God. Don't do that. Oh. Uh-oh.
Honey! 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 Help!
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you know what though? You know what? I will give her some credit. She moved it away from the vehicle. One good thing. And 2, dragged it over to where the grass wasn't. So, you know, even though she's an idiot, even though she should not be left unsupervised, she at least was smart enough to get it away from burning the car down and also put it on the dirt. So, like, I'll give you a little bit of credit, lady. Help! The lawnmower's on fire. Oh, Liberty Liss. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at this one. This top comment wins the internet today, folks. This would never have happened if she was in the kitchen, just saying. Oh, guys. That's just mean. Also, why women get L's. Too many men know exactly what he's talking about. Let's see what he's talking about.
So she's not younger than me, she's not skinnier than me, and she's not prettier than me. Then why couldn't it just be me?
Oh, okay. She's not skinnier, younger, or prettier. Why couldn't it just be me? Does anyone want to take any guesses? She sounds so enjoyable to be around just in the initial part of this video. Anyone want to take a guess? Why it's not her? The guy looks real frustrated and annoyed. Just exhausted, actually. He looks exhausted. What do you guys think?
Because she's softer than you.
Ooh. That's strike one. Softer than you.
She's quieter than
you. Ooh, quieter than you. Yeah, she was screaming a lot. Softer than you, quieter than you. Let's see what else we got.
She doesn't yell at me.
Doesn't yell at me. Quieter, softer, doesn't yell at me. Okay, so far I'm gathering she emasculates him and she doesn't appreciate him. So that's two good reasons right there.
She doesn't.
Also, this is music. It's probably just going to get the stream taken down. God, I'm getting so tired of this.
Call me an idiot or tell me to shut up all the time.
Ooh, doesn't call me an idiot or tell me to shut up? Yep. Not confrontational. Not just awful to be around.
She listens to me.
Ooh, yeah.
She's nice to me. She doesn't make me feel like the only thing stopping her from being happy is me.
Ooh. That hits. That hits deep, guys. She doesn't make me feel like the only thing stopping her from being happy is me. God, that is years of a relationship that has not gone well. Know what that's like? It's not fun. So yeah, you want to know why it's not you? You want to know why he chose somebody else? Because you're awful to be around. Also, what did Kara just put in here? Is that nuts? Ball breakers? I don't know. What's that supposed to be, Kara? Is that supposed to be a nutcracker? Is that what that is? Also, guys, culture. This moment will go down in history. Already has, kind of. But it was just a few years ago, guys, that Elon walked into Twitter HQ after buying it with a kitchen sink. Actually, kind of looks like a bathroom sink, but, we'll ignore that. Oh, nuts. Yeah, she's nuts, for sure. Also talking about culture, GameStop declared that the console wars are over because now Halo is going cross-platform. Halo is no longer an Xbox exclusive title. So GameStop will continue to operate as a demilitarized zone, offering hardware, accessories, and trade-ins to combatants of all sides. Yes, let that sink in. I was looking for the right button. Let that sink in. Anyways. So Trump posted this. Trump in Master Chief armor, guys. So good. She will show up with the wind and I will take her. Xbox is getting out of hardware. Is that why? Interesting. Good. Does that mean Sony wins another format war? They lost the Betamax fight and they just decided to go all in with Blu-ray and with PlayStation. Like, I'm okay with that. Although, to be honest, like, consoles are dying anyway, so is what it is. This, guys, this is hilarious to me. If you can't change her, change her. So this guy, switch my dancing. And I'm going to mute it just because I don't want to fight with the copyright people, but he's dancing. She's not having it. She's not excited to be there. She's not enjoying herself. She's not participating as a equal partner in this relationship. So he goes, bet. All right, I'm just going to take you. I'm going to take you back, and I'm going to take you. Perfect. You can sit down. She will be excited to be here. If you don't want to be here, she will be. See, he didn't let that toxic girl ruin his fun. He said, I'm going to have fun anyway. And I'm going to have fun with somebody who wants to have fun. And if you don't want to have fun and you want to go mope somewhere else, that's how you react to women being silly. You just treat them like they're being silly and you let them go be silly somewhere else. PC's probably the winner. That's true, Karen. That's true. I've always been PC master race, so I'm okay with it. I always thought consoles were kind of dumb anyway. I thought you would like this one, Karen. I pulled this one. Saw Alpha Fox posted this. 13% of smoke alarms commit 60% of the beeps. Chirp. Microsoft figured out that they can continue to grow revenue sans hardware. I mean, that's true. You'd be a lot better being the software developer and just get behind your other products. Makes sense. They don't make money selling the consoles, guys. In fact, most of those companies lose money with every console they sell. They make the money back by selling you the games, the software licensing fees and whatnot. That's where the real money is. That's actually a carbon monoxide. Oh, God. Oh, God, the internet is so dumb sometimes. Literally, someone says, that's actually excuse me, sir, that's actually a carbon monoxide. And Alpha gave the perfect response. No one asked for your logic here. Absolutely nobody. Yes, that is also the correct response. Yeah, there you go, Karen. 13% of smoke alarms commit 60% of the beeps. Gardner posted this meme. We are into memes, guys. Close to victory. We are on our way to victory. Victory is actually just the wine and beer store. They're definitely not on their way to winning any kind of an election. Also, this is a reminder, guys. If you ever feel unmotivated, like something can't be done, just remember this, guys. Crackheads, they don't say, I can't get high today because I'm broke. No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead try harder than you today. It's true. Crackheads will find a way to buy crack. So if you have an actual goal in your life, work harder than the crackhead to achieve that goal. Obsess about it. That's really the only way to accomplish your goals, guys. Obsess like a crackhead. That's how rich people get rich. When you're not rich, that's because you're not obsessed like a crackhead. Change it. Start obsessing about the thing that you enjoy in life. Gunther posted this one. Liberals crying over the dead traffickers. Kamala may be the best drunk of the century. Yes. Yes. Very true. Yeah, it's weird watching the liberals pick the losing side of like every 80-20 issue on earth. Like every single one of them. They want to defend the drug cartel members. They want to defend the drug addicted. They want to defend the abortionists. They want to defend the domestic terrorists. They want to defend all of the people that they're just so Trump deranged that they are picking the losing side. And just the weird things that they're defending now, guys. They're probably going to defend no mail-in votes. They're probably going to defend all kinds of based things because Trump is just going to 4D chess them. It's got to be wonderful. Pelosi was a good contender. Yeah, Pelosi and Kamala are both drunks, for sure. Gigabase Dad, your fathers were great men. Go and do likewise. Men, do better. When we see posts about people harming kids and nothing happening, that's because men are doing nothing. Go be great. Go do great things. We need to start running for office. We need to do all the right things, guys. So as real men, as men in society, we need to make sure to be the leaders. Fight with me is, look, the world is a shit show. Well, that's probably because the Epstein buddies are still calling the shots. This is probably true. Guys, we need to know who's on those lists. But I still don't trust the list. Guys, it's a weird place that we're in now. Daniel Penny has entered the chat. Dude, if Daniel Penny ever actually came into my chat, I would just be like, bro, we need to talk. We're doing a space. We're going to fire up a space. Just like we need to get George Santos in a space. Gardner, anyone else that can get a hold of George, if we can line it up, I want to do a space with him. We can get him on Tuesday if you'd like. Do topic exchange with George Santos. That'd be wonderful. Let's do it. And then this one, guys, the hypocrisy. Remember, iron rule of projection and the iron law of projection, or iron law of projection and the iron rule of hypocrisy is still in effect. No kings, right? Lifetime senators. That's right. Yes, this is the way that they view life. They think there should be no kings, but they think that the senators should be lifetime. It's very strange. Very strange. Shell, get Christina on it. There you go. And then the last one, guys. This is before I start pulling up the submitted memes, guys. This is one of my favorites. This just hit the waves just the other day, like yesterday, the 26th. This is what your AI girlfriend looks like without makeup. This is a graphics card, by the way, for those who are uninitiated. This is your AI girlfriend, guys. She's real attractive. Is she? Eh, not really. Apparently, Gardner has sent some more. Well, we're going to pull up. Oh, Karen's got some. Let's see. Gardner. We have a bunch from Gardner today. Okay, I already covered the Hillary Clinton one. I grabbed that myself. We got that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Perfect. All right, guys, we're going to cover these real quick. In-person voting, ID voting, and monitors remove all of these worried. Half of young voters are worried about their vote in liberal states. That's true. Really, if you just do in-person voting, ID requirements, and election monitors, you can get rid of all those concerns. Very valid points. Make sure the EO gets translated into other languages. Must speak English to have a CDL. No habla inglés. Executive order. Okay, EO, executive order. Translate the executive order, folks.
And then the third executive order, which actually speaks to the heart of your question earlier about the Uber drivers, will be a order directing the Department of Transportation to include English literacy tests for our truckers.
Yes.
This is a big problem in the trucking community that, unless you're in that community, you might not know. But there's a lot of communication problems between truckers on the road, with federal officials and local officials as well, which obviously is a public safety risk. So we're going to ensure that our truckers, who are the backbone of our economy, are all able to speak English. That's a very common sense policy in the United States of America. So the president will be signing that later this afternoon.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Based. And as Karen points out, Gardner is on fire with the memes. Yes, he is. This one, guys. Charlton Heston and Roddy McDowell in Planet of the Apes. Yes, we've seen this movie before. Mamdani with the old niqab or burqa. I forget what they call it. The face coverings on the Statue of Liberty. Because how dare she show her face in public? MAGA voice, I'm in tears. Elon Musk sent DJ Daniel a custom Cybertruck. This is awesome. DJ Daniel is a hero. He's our little hero. And his dad got a Daniel for Congress Cybertruck sent straight to him. Nice to see it. It is wonderful to see indeed. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I had not seen this. This is wonderful. Check out this footage of Hurricane Hunter aircraft in the eye of Hurricane Melissa near Jamaica. Good Lord. Look at the wall in that thing. This might be the clearest footage I've ever seen of a hurricane's eye. Yeah, that's crazy. And the pilots that fly into this, wild, guys. Absolutely wild. Really cool footage, guys. But that wall is so crazy. Thank you for posting that. Never deleting this app. For the love of God, stop posting selfies. And he goes, okay, I'll just do an Imagine video instead. Yes, Karen, that's true. Pray for Jamaica. Dear Lord, we appreciate this day in America. Just be with the nation of Jamaica, with all the people that are at the mercy of this amazingly large hurricane. Nature is a very powerful force, but Lord, you are the only thing more powerful. So just be with the people of Jamaica and please help keep them safe. Please minimize the damage and the danger to the people there in Jamaica. Just please help them get through this one. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. We got to make sure to pray, guys. When we get called to pray, we should pray. Just like we prayed for MK and her husband, just like we are praying for Jamaica tonight, we should always pray. It's one thing to call for it. We should always do it. But yeah, guys, instead of just a selfie, he throws up an Imagine selfie. Like, that's hilarious. Definitely never deleting this app, guys. DOGE's designer out there. Everyone with the amens in the chat. Gotta love it. Also, guys, according to Legacy Media, top is hearts go out. Bottom is the Nazi salute. Same gesture, different narrative. Yeah, that's true. Elon does a Nazi salute. Everybody else that's any lefty out there, they're just showing their support from their heart. Somehow that's how that works. The double standard. Remember, guys, progressives, if they had no double standards, they would have no standards at all. We do have some Karen memes. Good. We have a minute. We'll play this minute video first, and then we will get into the memes, guys. So let's check this out. Charlie Kirk moments.
Would you rather be married to Hillary Clinton or have to live in China for 10 years?
Oh, dude, he didn't hesitate at all. He knew what was coming.
Married to Hillary Clinton or have to live in China for 10 years? You would, even after all that stuff?
China.
Still China?
China.
But I feel like if you're married to Hillary, she'd put you out of your misery pretty quick.
North Korea.
By
North Korea.
law, half of the NBA should be white.
Great, fine.
And the product would suck.
Given that you are anti-immigration.
Anti-illegal immigration.
Okay, fine.
I want more Elon Musk and less Elon Omars.
Average music.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one before. More Elon Musks, less Elon Omars.
That a black person in Compton is listening to? Is it about contemplating the good, the true, and the beautiful, or is it about being a gangbanger and trying to get as much money and sleep with about as many girls as you can?
I'm sure they're listening to rap.
I'm on the spectrum. Congratulations.
How many genders are there?
How many society wants to decide?
So unlimited.
Sure.
Can I be a bobcat?
You love America.
Yes, I do.
I hate America.
Yeah, we can tell, just the mask,
Since you hate the country, do you plan to leave?
No, I do not.
If you could hear it in the background, somebody says, well, you're an idiot. Yeah, no, that checks out. Charlie was a gem. God bless his memory. Yeah, guys, I can't believe he's gone. It hasn't been very long, but God, he was such a good guy. Ignore all the nonsense that they say about him. It's complete crap. Gerrymandering, 36. Oh, this is okay. The left is complaining about redistricting. And then you see this. All of these states, large percentages of Republicans with 0 Republican seats. And you don't think they're gerrymandering and redistricting to keep themselves in power? You would be kidding yourself, sir. Democrats then versus Democrats now. Democrats then ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And then now, free stuff. AOC. Guys, Kennedy would not be allowed anywhere near the Democrat Party these days. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Jasmine Crockett, Dumb and Dumber. AOC and Jasmine, every day is a no-brainer. Elon Musk is not smart. It's not a crime to enter the country illegally. Yes, they are definitely not smart, folks. Michelle Obama's knee x-rays. I see what you did there. Those knee x-rays. Get them every time. 2 more states have announced redistricting plans. That's what I like to hear. And it do be like that, Mr. Stancil. It do be like that. What is this one? How long is this video? Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay, well, we'll play it real quick.
Moose match? That's what they all say. You sneaky bitch. If you're not white, what are you? Pakistani. Pakistan? Get the fuck out of here! Stand up! Stand up for the people! Stand up! Stand up! Daywalker. Wow. 9/11 was comfy for you. She was probably with the white people like, get him! That's crazy. You're Pakistani. What's your name? Is it Faiza? Pakistani as fuck? Hey, man, respect. You know what I mean? Because you clearly wanted a white girl, but you didn't want to disappoint your parents. So you just did the next best thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's funny. That's good. I can appreciate that. Gardner sent us this. The Patriot Dad Show. Guys, I love it. Post out the live. Make sure your kids are watching it. Make sure everyone's watching it. We'll get us there. We're going to get us across the line, guys. Thank you for, I don't know who just, did you make this, Gardner? It's very nice. Very nice of you. I got to throw that a like. I'm going to repost that probably after the show. Thank you very much. Karen says that's my new favorite comic. I can see why. He's funny. Quite funny indeed. Let's see. Any other Crispy? We got Crispy. Says my tardigrade ass on the way. It's going to take a while. They're pretty small. You'll get there eventually, my guy. Also, this one, make spaces less gay and retarded. That's a troll. Is this a chat band reference? I like it. The little troll that could. Guys, we're going to drop the Google, the YouTube stream so that we can cover those last couple of videos, guys. I missed the best part. What best part? Is it like the last second of that video? Because I paused it with like 1 second left. Hang on.
How did y'all meet?
What are you talking about? I missed the best part.
Moose match? Respect, y'all. Respect. How did y'all meet? I disappoint your parents. So you just did the next best thing. You know what I mean? Respect, y'all. Respect. How did y'all?
That part? That's what you're talking about? I don't know. What are you talking about? Just now, yes. Thank you, Gardner, for making that. That was very kind of you. Oh, man. That was a lot of fun. Appreciate that. Guys, go ahead and check out the profile. Check out the website. Also, you can leave me just a tip right there. A little button there. Leave just a tip. I will appreciate it. Either a little bit of a tip or a coffee date. Either way. Or if you're looking for a free way to support me, go to the website and subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Rumble channel. You can follow me here on X. You can do all those things. It's free. I will appreciate each bit of your support. I love you guys over on YouTube, but you guys got to go. And I think we're still up on the others. We should still be up.